All right, have you ever had that little spark of an idea, something you're really passionate about, and thought, could I turn this into a business right from my own home? Well, you're in the right place. We're going to distill the core message from the book Rise and Thrive into a real, actionable roadmap. So let's jump right in.
So, really, are you? Are you ready to do this? Because this question is everything. It's not just about starting a business, right? It's about building a life that you're genuinely excited to live every single day. And stick with me, because by the end of this, you're going to have the framework to actually start making that happen.
Okay, first things first. Before you even think about business plans or websites, we've got to talk about what's going on inside. You have to build that internal foundation. Seriously, the whole journey kicks off right here with mastering your inner game. It is all about mindset.
You know this battle, right? We all do. It's that constant tug-of-war. Over here, you've got self-doubt, that little voice in your head whispering, what if you fail? But on the other side, there's confidence. And here's the most important thing the book teaches us. Confidence is not some magic trait you either have or you don't. Nope, it's a skill. It's something you build, one small action at a time, like laying bricks for a foundation.
So, okay, how do we actually build that skill? Well, the book lays out a super practical 4-step process. First up, never stop learning. Be a sponge. Step 2, set goals you can actually hit. Small, achievable wins. That's how you build momentum, and you have to celebrate them. Then, and this one's huge, practice self-compassion. When you mess up, and you will, it's not a disaster, it's just data. Learn from it. And finally, you have to visualize your success. See it, feel it, make it so real in your mind that it starts to feel inevitable.
All right, so your mindset is getting stronger, you're feeling more confident. Now it's time to get down to business. Literally. Let's talk about how you take that big dream out of your head and make it real. And the book is super clear on this. Every single great business has one thing in common. It runs on passion. That's the fuel. So you have to ask yourself, what gets me fired up? What's a problem I just can't stop thinking about? That is where you start.
But here's the thing. Passion by itself is just energy. It's wild and needs a direction. That's where your vision comes into play. Think of it like your North Star. It takes all that amazing, raw energy and points it toward a specific destination.
And when we say vision statement, don't get intimidated. This isn't some 50-page business plan. No, think of it more like your personal mantra. It should be short, punchy, and get right to the heart of what you're trying to do. This is the thing you're going to look at on those tough days to remind yourself why you even started.
And this is where the magic happens. You take that big, inspiring vision and you chop it up into a real plan with actual steps. So remember this flow, because it's everything. Your passion fuels your vision, and that vision is what guides your action. Simple as that.
Okay, you've got the framework, you know the sequence. So, where do you point all this energy? The next step is all about finding your spot, your own little corner of the market. We're talking about your niche.
And I mean, just look at this. The world is your oyster, really. This isn't about trying to squeeze yourself into some pre-made box. Whether you're a tech genius, an eco-warrior, a creative artist, an e-commerce whiz, there is absolutely a space for you. The opportunities out there are so much bigger and more varied than you probably imagine.
This quote from the book, it's just perfect. It gets to such a critical idea. All that stuff you've been through, your unique story, your personal experiences, that's not just random background noise. That is your secret weapon. It is your single greatest asset because it lets you see the world and the gaps in the market in a way that literally no one else can.
Let's be real for a second. Starting a business, especially from home, can feel lonely, super isolating sometimes, but it absolutely does not have to be that way. And the book is really firm on this. Building a network of people around you isn't just a nice to have. It is absolutely critical for your survival and success.
So what does that support system look like? Think of it as having 4 essential parts. You need mentors, people who've been there and can show you the ropes. You need allies who will champion you and open doors. You absolutely need peers, your fellow entrepreneurs who are in the trenches with you. And you need to find those women-focused groups that offer that incredible sense of shared experience and community.
And all of this leads to the book's main point about networking. This is not about competition. Forget that. It's about collaboration. It's about a rising tide lifts all boats. Seriously, when women entrepreneurs have each other's backs and share what they know, the entire ecosystem thrives. Everybody wins.
So we've talked mindset, we've talked action plans, and we've talked community. What's the last piece of the puzzle? It's all about how you keep the engine running for the long haul. And the secret is actually celebrating the journey as it happens.
And this is so important. We get so caught up chasing the next big thing, the next milestone, that we completely forget to look back and see how far we've already come. The book calls this a powerful practice for a reason. Taking a moment to acknowledge your wins, even the tiny ones, is what refuels your tank. It's what keeps you motivated and reminds you that you are making progress.
Let this one really sink in. This whole journey, it's not just about profit and loss statements. Every single step you take, from just thinking about your vision to landing that first client, is a massive testament to your courage, your resilience, and your belief in yourself.
So here we are. The real question isn't can you do this, it's what are you going to do next? Because your journey doesn't start tomorrow or next week. It starts right now. So what's it going to be? What's your first step?